penultimate race of the day here, PF International 2017 MSA Kart Masters British Kart Grand Prix. It is the third and final heat for Junior X30. These are the drivers that are competing in their second race of the day. And there is a lot of time between races for some of these drivers, but there is an awful lot in the paddock to keep them entertained. There's various machines and virtual reality freebies and trials and companies that are selling their wares and things they can do. But of course, here is the real action, and it's Johnny Wilkinson and Tyler Chesterton on the front row. Morgan Porter and Samuel White on row 2. Then Matthew Berry and Maya Wu. Mario Mills and Shane White. Angus Morsdale and Alessandro Serenetti. And it's a false start. And I'm going to go and get someone from BKC Racing to sit me down and beat me with a stick until I can pronounce could be one of about 7 or 8 pronunciations, all of which I've managed to completely mess up today. And I'll go home and have a word with myself. It's Maya Riug, I think, the BKC team. She starts 6th. Then it's Mario Mills and Shane White, Angus Morsdale and Alessandro Serenetti, Alfie Prince and Oakley Pryor, Lewis Gilbert and Alex Lloyd, Reggie Dewey. Now, quick Reggie update. Apparently his brakes failed, and it was his dad's fault. That's the confirmation there. Did ask him. When Reggie crashed into the barriers, it's his dad's fault. So they know where they stand. Max Barnett and Stephen Dixon are next. Then Sheog Martin, the Irishman, and Thomas Westworth from the Intrepid UK driver programme. Levi Lintocanto, the Evolution Racing team. Now he's got a Finnish flag, but a Swedish flag next to his driver's name, so he's Scandinavian, let's just say that. Aaron Brown, he's not. Then Jason Lockwood, Cameron Coombs, Caden McQueen, Josh Torpey, Will Leighton doesn't appear to have appeared. Then Adam Jones, Alex Simmons, Michael Sutton, Tyler Reid, Star Casey. And we are off and racing through the Bruno Ferrari chicane. S's, sweepers, under the bridge, and onto the banking. It's a good start from all the leaders. The fan out down the straight towards hairpin number 1. It's Johnny Wilkinson who has the advantage into hairpin number 2. Very keen start, first couple of corners. And go into the Fullerton S's, and that's there's a couple of bits of bumping and barging back in the pack, but Wilkinson leading. And that's the M Sport number 46 of Morgan Porter giving chase. Wilkinson wide. Coming on to the main straight. That's going to give Porter an opportunity. Here he goes. And Wilkinson came across. Porter stuck it in there though. And Wilkinson realised that Porter was committed and quite wise. He just gave him enough room. Westerfield flashed through. Porter, Wilkinson, Matthew Berry up in 3rd place on the Lichfield Motorsport number 40. And there is the middle of the pack. That's Mario Mills by the looks of it. Very distinctive tall driver in 7th place. He's in front of Angus Morsdale. And there goes the number 229 of Tyler Chesterton making a move. Alfie Prince getting a warning flag. Runs the back straight. Mechanics and spectators watching keenly as they all safely make it through. Reggie Dewey moving up into the top 10. Alex Lloyd into 9th place. Angus Morsdale up into 8th. They're all now heading towards that lead group. But it's Porter under pressure from Wilkinson and Berry. Some of the senior X30 drivers for the next race keenly watching. White, Riug, Chesterton, Mario Mills. 4 beginning to escape. With number 275 of Samuel White, back of that quartet. Then it's Tyler Chesterton and Maya Wug. Further back, there's a move for number 240 of Shane White, the Litchfield Motorsport driver. But it's Porter holding off Wilkinson. On to the start-finish straight again, and you can see them lining up behind. There's Birry, White, Samuel White in this 275, then Birry. They go under the bridge. And the front 10, 12 drivers all pretty much nose to tail, and there's a move from White. And Coles Racing, number 275 into P2. Reggie Dewey sets a new fast lap in the number 66 kart. You can see Reggie appearing at the back of your screen now, and he's on the outside to try and find a way past Mario Mills. Oh, side by side in front of him, and that is going to sort itself out in the favour of, well, it's going to be in the favour of Morgan Porter and Samuel White, because everyone else is slowing to the down. There's Maya Wug side by side with Reggie Dewey. Mario Mills still in front of the 66. There's Mills in the RK chassis as he goes into Bobby Game corner, chasing down Johnny Wilkinson, who's lost a few spots. It's 4th, 5th and 6th. Wug 7th, then Chesterton 8th. Lloyd, the back of that shot in 9th in the Dan Holland Racing Machine, the yellow and blue entry, and Moolsdale, the back of that group. Then a gap back to Shane White, Alfie Prince, and Alex Simmons, with Oakley Pryor next in line, and Levi Lintercanto next. Then there's the 69 part of Pryor, and Lintercanto in the 101, Brown in the 146, and Stephen Dixon in the 171. Tyler Chesterton gets a warning flag, but up front, Porter and Samuel White pushing away. Over a second in front of Matthew Berry. Further back, I see Caden McQueen on the Mad Crop kart, struggling a little bit this weekend, down in 25th position. And through Mike Wilson Complex, on to another lap. They complete lap number 5, and Reggie Dewey getting wide as he struggles to keep in front of Mario Mills, so Dewey up into 5th position. But a little bit tardy there, and we've got a battle for the lead as Mills goes through across the bridge behind Dewey, who's at the fastest lap, and there goes Samuel White passing Morgan Porter. He got up the inside going into turn number 3. Berry still in 3rd, followed by, and there's a somewhat disgruntled looking, it was Alessandro Serenetti, who was watching the action unfold after having a problem with his BKC entry. So Samuel White and Morgan Porter. Then a gap of 0.7 of a second to Matthew Berry. As they start another lap. Berry with his head down. Going through this first corner, he's got Johnny Wilkinson and Reggie Dewey planted right on his rear bumper. Under the bridge, Mills, another gap back to Moolsdale in 7th. Moolsdale got Chesterton and Wug for company, but this is a battle for the lead. Down towards the first hairpin, Porter stays in line, and won't make the move yet. Reggie Dewey looking to take 3rd place away from Johnny Wilkinson. Wilkinson thinking, rather you didn't, Reg. Reg thinks about it, stays there in 4th place. Berry 5th. Mills holding a watching brief in 6th. Only the one retirement so far. Samuel White holding on. There goes Reggie Dewey, and takes the position, takes 3rd place, and doesn't slow himself or Johnny Wilkinson down. That was a significant bit, because Wilkinson was like, let's just carry on. Let's not slow each other down yet, because we've got a little bit of time to go, and A sense of battle for the lead developing in the next minute or so. But Reggie went through and didn't lose much time, and actually Reggie Dewey is now pulling away from Johnny Wilkinson. The gap is 1.3 seconds, and Wilkinson holding off Birry and Mills, so that's released Reggie Dewey to maybe scrabble up and challenge the top two in the last 2 minutes of this race. And he bridged that gap. The privateer run comp kart chassis. Head down, gaps, gone up. So Porter pushing White along, and that is preventing Reggie Dewey from making any sort of impact. Over the bridge go the two leaders, and down the hill now towards hairpin number 1. Out of the slipstream comes Morgan Porter. Samuel White doesn't challenge him, he lets him go. As a result, Reggie Dewey can't close in just yet. White is thinking to himself, that's okay. Quite happy to follow on to the final lap. But Reggie Dewey managed to gain a 10th. Not much. The leaders come through the Mike Wilson complex. And White will try and get into the slipstream, although Morgan Porter looking very strong. He's got a kart length, but White is there in the slipstream. Dewey holding off Wilkinson, Birry and Mills. Chesterton, Mooresdale, Weug and Lloyd the top 10. Down the hill once again. Samuel White draws up to the back of Porter's kart. Cannot make the move stick. Reggie Dewey is no longer getting away from Johnny Wilkinson and Matthew Birry. He is being pegged back through the Fullerton S's. On lap number 10, and the battle is going to be on for the win. It's going to be on for third place as well by the looks of it. Because both Wilkinson and Birry have dropped Mario Mills by a couple of tenths. Behind them then is Chesterton, just in front of Mooresdale. And then all on her own, Maya Weug, followed by Alex Lloyd in 10th. Then it's Simmons, Shane White, Oakley Pryor, Alfie Prince, Aaron Brown. Comes Westworth at the 16th, then Stephen Dixon. Linda Canto is 18th. Peter McQueen has gained a bit of ground in 19th place, with Lewis Gilbert in 20th. Max Barnett, the Manxman. It's a warning flag and yellow flags under the bridge, so with the clock striking 0, this could be significant. The leaders are coming down towards the Fullerton S's. They're going to get the last lap board next time around, and we've got one driver up at the top of the banking. Can't see where his kart is. He's over the fence. There's a marshal on the track, and Porter will lead White onto the start-finish straight now, and you'll see yellow flags at the end of the start-finish straight, so no passing into the Bruno Ferrari chicane. And Dewey in third, you'll be grateful for that. They go past the yellow flags, out onto the banking. Can't see where the stranded cart is. They're past it now, though. Porter still leads. Dewey still in third. Sam White still challenging. Will he look to the inside? Yes, he does. Now Porter will try the cutback going into the second hairpin. Short shoot. And cut underneath the 75. No, he won't. He's going to go round the outside. Can Morgan Porter do it into the Fullerton S's? Just about. Oh, he squeezes Samuel White up onto the curb and makes the move. Perfect manoeuvre there for Morgan Porter. He didn't force White onto the grass, but he did make him go all the way up on the curb, and that slowed him down enough, and Porter will come out and take the win. Reggie Dewey finishes in third, so Samuel White takes second, Dewey is third, Wilkinson fourth, then Birry, Mills, Chesterton, Mooresdale, Maya Weug, Lloyd, Shane White, Oakley Pryor, Aaron Brown. Westworth makes some good places there at the end to finish inside the top 15. Stephen Dixon, Linda Canto, McQueen, Gilbert, Coombs and Prince. Well, Prince dropping back there towards the end, and Alex Simmons. Alex Simmons in kart number 24 that we lost out on the banking. He finished 33rd, so it was only Simmons and Saranetti that failed to finish, and that, ladies and gentlemen, leaves us with just one race to go. It's for Senior X30. Before we draw the day to an end. So thank you very much for sticking with us. It's a long day, and tomorrow, well, the format will be the same, but the tension will be that little bit higher, because people will start to panic, especially in the X30 classes, when they can see their chances of making the Grand Prix diminishing. And for the other classes, they'll all be looking at their